Good to be on video,
so
too.
we're grilling in Omaha, Nebraska, right? And we are with Tim and Leah Coffee. And what years did you guys graduate?
02.
No 3.
Okay, and you obviously met at Christendom?
Yep.
We did.
So that's going to lead into the next question. Tell us about your favorite memory from your time at Christendom.
Well, for me, there's too many. Being an RA, you got to see a lot of fun things. So.
Tell the beer story. I mean, as an RA.
Oh, as an RA?
The beer story.
Okay, yeah, I was a senior, and I don't remember the crew. It was McFadden, if I can drop a name, and his. I think Moore, Leo Moore was one of the other guys too. But anyway, I was walking around, I heard some jingling in one of the dorm rooms, and I just knocked on the door. I said, I'll be back in 10 minutes, and y'all better be gone. Because I could hear the beer cans or whatever, and the beer bottles. So I came back in 10 minutes, and I opened up the door. They all left, but they left the beer. So it was a case of Busch Light and a 6-pack of Guinness. So... all stuffed in an Alice pack, which is a military backpack. So I took all the Busch Light and I dumped it down the drain, the entire case, and I took the 6-pack of Guinness and I got Mark Pierre Jansen. We went over and sat in the rectory parking lot and drank the 6-pack of beer. That was a good time.
Fantastic story.
And they left the beer. I never understood why they left the beer. I gave them a 10-minute window.
I would have taken it with me.
Exactly. They had 10 minutes. They had plenty of time.
Take it.
What about you, Leah?
One of my first memories is
was drinking off campus.
Well, drinking off campus. I was totally underage, totally afraid of this, totally knew I did not ever do such a thing. We were with Therese Peters, totally safe. Therese Peters and Megan Bratt.
Mark Pierce Marshner, Mike Marshner.
And we went into some pasture that we shouldn't have been in.
It was a cemetery at the top of the hill.
A cemetery at the top of the hill.
Did you pray for the dead?
And we did. I'm sure we said prayers. And on the way back, somebody called the cops. Oh, Beth the Almeter was there too. And and somebody called the cops because Bethy and somebody else were chasing cattle around the pasture. I just remembered that. They were chasing cattle around the pasture.
It was Liz Neglia and Alishka.
Yeah.
Remember Alishka?
Yeah. Alishka wasn't there. Maybe she wasn't.
No, they were chasing the cattle.
Okay, so they were chasing cattle. Cops got called. We ran off. I was
driving Mark Pierre's
van.
I was driving Mark Pierre's van.
Yes. Okay, so we're following Mark Marshall in his car. His car flips in front of us, and the cops are coming, and we're all, Therese Peters and Megan Bratt and I are all in the back in the van praying because we were scared we were going to be hauled away.
When we flipped the car back over.
And they flipped the boys.
We pushed the car back over. Did we all drive away?
And we all drove away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And those girls never went out with us ever again.
Except for when you married me.
Yeah, it was a couple years before Lee and I actually started dating. We weren't dating at the time.
No, not at all.
So now you're here in Omaha.
Yep,
right? And
in
how
Omaha.
long have you been here?
We've been in Nebraska since we got married.
We've been in Omaha 9 years.
9 years.
Yep.
So moved up to Omaha 8 years ago.
And you're hosting this event today, and we thank you very much for that. Great food, great times, by the way. Do you know most of the people who are here in your house today?
No, we don't actually. The most of them we don't know. So that was fun to know there were other Christmas.
I know Joe and Tori. Joe was my roommate my freshman year. And Tori I know just because through dating, and their sister Andrea was in Leah's class.
Questions.
And well, obviously know Carla. And Carla and I.
Carla knows everybody.
Carla and I worked the first summer high school program together. But yeah, everybody else I don't know.
So were you surprised to see this many people come out on a rainy Saturday afternoon?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually thought it'd get canceled. I was looking forward to an afternoon nap. But this is much better.
I mean, speaking as somebody just drove 7 hours to the last event, I'm happy it wasn't.
Right. Because there's nothing going on in Omaha right now.
Well, and now what do you hope to see from an Alumni Advisory Council?
Well, this is great. We know a couple other people actually in town that couldn't make it today, so if we actually maybe meet up every once in a while, it's we all have some things in common. Walter Gennaro is one of them, but it's nice to just reminisce on that 4 years of a great, I'll call it a little great society we all lived. So it's nice to talk about it.
Yep. Yeah.
Just reminisce.
Very nicely put. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.